Guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to talk to you guys. I just want to know something. So, back in ancient times, you guys, we learned a lot of discoveries. One of the discoveries that we learned is how the Europeans invaded the Middle Eastern continent and they destroyed the lives of a lot of different people in the New Testament. And for Roman Empire, this is just a little bit of the equation of how racism was actually. So now I wanted to actually play this so you could see.
Why do racists idolize the Roman Empire? Many of the systems of the Western world can find their roots in Rome. This includes government, religion, economics, and even language. For this reason, some white supremacists use the Roman Empire to demonstrate that white people are better, but they are completely missing the point. Ironically, Romans really didn't care about race, but they were more focused on families. This led to powerful Romans coming from all over. In fact, Roman emperors came from Spain to Africa and even all the way from the Middle East. Although Romans considered themselves culturally superior to all others, like most great empires, their culture was in fact a mix of many others. Their armor was Gallic, they worshipped gods from Africa, and most Roman intellectualism stemmed from Greece. Why do racists idolize the Roman Empire? Many of the systems of the Western world can find their roots in Rome. This includes government, religion, economics, and even language. For this reason, some white supremacists use the Roman Empire to demonstrate that white people are better, but they are
So basically, if you guys see it, is history always like a remaking process? Are we following through to a remaking history process or something? Because what it sounds like is how history is trying to like basically substantially tell us. Basically, yes, it's true. We're trying to go back towards history viewpoints of how what we view as the economy of different races and of ethnicities of colors, how there's only one supreme race. But I don't understand that if we're both human races. I don't understand what the supreme race is. So yeah, so it just really got to me, you guys, because now it makes me wonder, what is a supreme race? Only one color? But only one color would mean the other colors are not here. But why would that be if all colors are here for a vital existence of life and harmony to exist? Why would that be? There's a reason why the way the apple looks when it's red. There's a reason why the apple looks when it's green. There's still an apple, but it still has learning and roots that it had to discover too to teach. So I don't understand, but
completely missing the point. Ironically, Romans really didn't care about race, but they were more focused on families. This led to powerful Romans coming from all over. In fact,
yeah, you guys, but hey, you guys, it's just history. We learn this from history, you guys. But hey, you guys, at least Nefertiti tell you guys, I'm from history. So, I'm just speaking in 3,500 years ago BC. So I teach about everything ancient times, what we learned and discovered in life, in my teachings, the way I teach, as a harmony way of for my healing. So I can teach people my love of language, of how I speak of life, of each day and night, of how life actually was. So for an ancient Egyptian, back before the Romans went into invade Middle East and go into the Middle Eastern continent to discover what they could discover, true, bring it back into their own remix of how they wanted to view religion also. So it's all like Romans, where the ancient Romans, they viewed life for like, what they viewed, and the teachings they wanted to teach. But of course, they went to different countries to go gain a different variety of different mixtures to teach about. So of course, a lot of problems from that teaching was, remember, that was the time of slavery. The Romans, they didn't care about like there's only one supreme race, of course. So back in those times, that's when slavery was realized, and that's when different things happened of the commotion that's now brings us to the present day of time. Are we reliving and rewriting history back in the ancient times? But no, life only goes forward. Life never goes back. The closed doors are closed doors for a reason, meaning we don't go backwards. We only go forward as a human race, because that's the teachings of life that it teaches us. Life is very short, yes. So the healing that we need to learn is that life only proceeds to go further, not goes backwards. There's nothing to go backwards to. There's just feeling like a woman's securement for herself must be plummeted because of the way the man wants to think. Because remember, in the Roman times, there's a Roman prophecy that happened in Rome that People are not missing the theoretically point of view because remember, they mixed a mixture of all different beliefs that they believed. Not just one substantial there, no. They went to build a whole different perspective, like reshaping history in their own eyes to believe it as, but it's not true because I was from 3,500 years ago before Christ. So I know about ancient times before the priest of Christ. Because Christians and everything else all is a substantial of only one daily note that there's only one universal love in this creation of life, the one who balances the life of force and the life of rebirthment. There's basically teachings that the Bible substantially taught, but not taught the correct way because it was the Romans' more outlook, and that was more white supremacy of how they wanted to view ancient times. That's why I'm saying, like, history. It's funny how everybody want to shape history as the way they want to shape history, but don't want to understand the real insight of history, because history doesn't need to reshape itself back to where we started as women, and and go from there, and then start saying that, oh, we notice how history was for us now. Now, how do we feel about going back from history? Like, no, that's not the progression of life. That's not how life progressed. That's not how the nature of life balances progress. We live, we die. Yes, that's the substantiary note of life. Yes, we don't live in the cycle of going back in time just to repeat history the second time again. That's not how ancient life is. That's not how life is. That's not the reason why rebirth meaning is for the purpose of what we taught ourselves from the ancient times. Now, in this modern time, is to substantially know to think back what we learned in ancient times. So.